And the plane is going to take off. And you guys had a little glimpse of the plane path from that minimap. This one is brutal.
Ugh.
It's going to be a very southern circle, and maybe we're looking at a Los Leones finish, and Gen.G could be shining once again, or it could be another southern, like, Vadamar finish, and Griffin just goes at it.
Could be. I tell you what, Griffin is really thrilled right now with these plane paths. This one very beneficial to them as well. It looks like L-Stars is going to shift over to Puerto Paraiso this go-around. Infantry making their way up. Curzon as well has been going north. Entis having La Bendito once again. VSG has been your Los Leones team. I expect Crest Gaming Xanadu to just kind of pop around the southern edge, the southern coast, and trash loot down there. This first circle, though, could be quite nuts. The southern part of Miramar is where you can get some really nutty stuff, or some really good circles, in my opinion, too. I love the southern coast of the main island, or the main continent. There is so much interesting terrain around there. There's a lot of hills. There's some bigger mountains. But when you get into the late game, oftentimes you have a lot of cool, situations that teams have to work with. A lot of dips, these kind of things. Some trees, some good foliage as well. I find it to be one of the most balanced areas in competitive PUBG.
But we are about to see our first circle anytime soon. Once these players hit the ground, Too Hard finding himself a vehicle, it's going to be a half water.
Do it. The island finish on foot. So initial damage coming through, but that's going to alert LYG to their present. I guarantee Carrot saw a whole bunch of them. Pow Pow already down from maps. There's another one. CV down as well, but a grenade finds the trade onto 112. Maps finishes off CV with the bolt. What else is going to happen? Griffin on a rotation. Migo looking. Migo finding it. And Rush B Gaming, quick and easy, is out of this one.
Yanli's right in front of him. Astra has to be careful, but looks like he's going to have a nade in his hand, so that should be all fine. Is that going to connect? Astra? World of trouble. Griffin pulls over. Yanli's down and dust. The Chaiwei pulls in too. But 2Tap is ready with that barrel. Finds the knock on to Chaiwei as well. And now Leo gets off too. And Minsung, he's going to be downed and about to be knocked and flushed by Maoye. Can 2Tap do things? No, he gets knocked up by Maoye too. GEX now paying some revenge.
Oh, here come the grenades. Follow up from Griffin. They're trying to get up and over to save their teammates. 2Tap is behind the tractor. I think he's going to be taken out here. Maoye is knocked. It is just Leo left. So somehow 2Tap is still alive. 2Tap trying to keep Leo out of his sightlines. 2 Art's going to finish off Chai Wei. Still just Leo. Leo is gone. Griffin takes down GEX in a 1-for-4. Now Wicked comes over, tries to put some hurt. He's going to get a knock himself. 2 Heart is on the floor. Griffin hoping to get it. Nope, Wicked too good. He has just enough of an angle to finish off 2 Heart.
And so is 2 Hard out and done. Tiamba now trying to poke towards VSG as Wicked was a little too wide. Linshan not accurate, not landing any bullets, but he did warn him off and shoot Wicked away. Back to the compound. They're just lucky nobody crashed into it. But Griffin, although their valiant effort for the reinforcements didn't work out. In the meantime, DA knocking out Kinch. Indigo doing a whole bunch of damage. He's going to have to find himself a smoke to work with.
Oof. EM, they are split, and they are getting focus fired by Entist and Curzon. DA steals a kill in there. As Lash now the only survivor for Element Mystic. Smokes are everywhere. He is trying to do everything he can to get through, but this time, Element Mystic not able to weather a storm. There's just not enough room to work with in this circle. As you mentioned, Bench, so much field in this circle, so much flat, exposed territory. If you're not one of the first ones to take early position in these kind of circles, you are going to be in a lot of trouble.
You might even have a better chance of crashing into a compound than going out in the field all alone. But we are about to see the next circle in 15 seconds. Curzon still controlling the edge, and LYG might not have their chance to get into the next circle. 4 AM on the rotation, and they go trying his best to land those bullets, but won't be finding any knocks for himself. That Buggy, though, they're playing some circus. 4 AM making things happen right now for the rotation.
Wow, Indigo, he really should have landed some of those shots. He could have had 4 AM in a world of hurt. Instead, this gives them a chance. There is one down for Entis. The fight continues. We didn't get to see much of it. Still one knocked. It's Indigo who's been knocked. 4 AM. Oh, good God. Grenade from Sungjong, who has been huge for Entis. 4 AM taking more and more damage as they try to survive this. It is just Lou still standing. He's going to throw some smokes, looking to get Forever up. He's your prime player that you want back on his feet. Grenades coming through again from Entis. That one just a bit short. Long skirt from range, though. Gets a bunch of damage into Sungjong, so that's going to make him back off before he can throw any more utility.
So Pio shattered 4AM apart by finding 2 knocks and a kill onto Gen.G and Forever, and now that's Infantry trying to poke at Entis. That nade will just fall up all far away, not dishing out enough damage to knock off Wayless.
Oh, this one could be good from Indigo. I saw him throw it. It's on the money. Indigo finishes off 4AM. He gets rezzed, and he takes advantage of it. Down in 14th place is 4AM. Over to Quadro. It's just D-Lax left.
Remba has been died to the blue long time ago, and what could D-Lax do? He has a couple smokes popped up, but L-Star is on the push. Nades are being thrown, but he's so low. In the meantime, Crest Gaming wipes out 1136 with 3 members knocked out, but Eguto should be able to pick the res back onto his own teammates. All-Stars, I think they left Quadro, but Quadro has even more problem. Curzon is on their move. If something peeks out from the coastline, D-Lax is all done. He has no angles to work with.
D-Lax is all but out of this. It's going to take some kind of crazy miracle. L-Stars is wrapping around behind him as well. He might get lucky, and Curzon and L-Stars kind of scuffle up before they get involved in him. No.
What?
Whoa! He turns onto something quite fast, trying to pick up any extra points. He's got 2 more frags. That one might be a little too far to the right. It's going to be WNB from L-Stars who comes up. Here's the shooting, finishes him off, and isn't able to pick up the kill onto something is D-Lax. Is now L-Stars and Curzon duking it out. That is another member for Curzon down. L-Stars with some fancy shooting, almost wiping Curzon off.
Looking over towards Tiamba, Linshan has been knocked out from afar, and Crest Gaming, I don't think they have any utilities to throw at this dip, because Z9, he has a couple more smokes to work with, and once he heals off, he should be able to take the res back onto him. The way D-Lax worked the game was, even if he died, like, he basically wiped out Curzon by himself, because he acted as an alarm for All-Stars to look behind them. And now back towards Gen.G. They're trying to finish off Curzon, and that's going to be the final member for Curzon. I believe that's Martian Chun. Finding himself a little haystack to work with. The bullets from Alco 5 won't be landing just yet, but the next circle should be given to us in the next second. Where is it going to go? It's going to be another road chase.
Yeah, this one's going pretty far south, so right now VSG is feeling very, very lucky and very happy with Foxy and Wicked able to survive this. Infantry, if they can get Zhao Yang back up, could be 4 strong coming into this as they have the eastern edge of the circle. Gen.G's going to have to move once again. Gen.G doing a good job working this northwest part, picking up a kill here or there. Just one actually for PO, but I saw them shooting it quite a bit. They weren't able to pick up much else as they are trying to get that point off of Martian Chun from Curzon. Going forward, though, it's going to be difficult. They could. Here's the interesting thing for Gen.G. How good is their scouting? If they realize that it's just 2 members of VSG in that compound, they could crash it. But that is a big question mark for me right now. How much do they know about it? PO is going to try to find something in the half pipe to work. He's looking for anything inside of here. There isn't much.
Oh, he's stuck.
And just has it locked down.
He's dead stuck, and the blue hurts as it's going to be phase 6. He pops out those smokes. He's not going to be caught out just yet. I don't think he can. His vehicle is done too. Like, we can hear the tires screeching because it was popped a long time ago. Indigo gets picked up by Loki, so that opens things up for Pio to start running as well. The rest of Gen.G pulls up. What can Kale do? Anonymous is going to be flanking from the side. He has a decent angle, comes around, finds one knock, and that's going to be Gen.G eliminating Entis out at 8th place.
Okay, never mind. They didn't need to crash VSG. They can just do it. Completely wreck Entis. No problem. In what should have been in a pretty defendable position for Entis. Gen.G with some good vehicles maneuvering around the side. That completely distracted Indigo, who didn't realize Loki was coming up on foot. That opened the door big time. Anonix with a huge spray with that double. And that is a huge moment for Gen.G. Over to VSG. Still has a compound, still has some Overwatch. Once again, another member of Infantry is knocked, but it looks like they might be able to get that res going.
Wicked finishes and finds a knock onto Lorena, so Tiamba's getting double tapped right now from VSG and the team in front of them. In the meantime, Asura's going to be knocked out, leaving just a member of Griffin on life for now. Pio spots out Long DD, but he's going to be patient on the shots, and now he starts firing, not landing one, finds second bullet, third one coming through, but Long DD's too good with those legally. But in the end, that's going to be Nonix finding the knock, and Gen.G is going to be on the rotation. Monster's waiting patiently. What can he do? I don't think Gen.G players know about this, and if Nonix runs him over.
Ooh, Nanonyx goes the other direction. Monster's still holding. He's counting. He knows there's still more members of Gen.G to come. He wants to let them all go in front of him. That gives him the best chance, potentially. But now he has to. He's been spotted out. Gets the knock on Aqua 5. Nice little piece of shooting there from Monsters. Grenade explodes in front of him. Does a bit of damage. It's going to be Pio from the side with the Groza. That's going to finish L-Stars off. Meanwhile, Infantry has to push up. Oh, no. Crest Gaming Xanadu. Oh, no. This could be it for them. Those grenades are right in front of him, and they know it. It is still Aguto alive. Rui TV is going to bleed out. Aguto gets his first aid off, but my goodness, Bench, I don't know what Crest Gaming Xanadu can do here.
Aguto, he's going to be farming the dead remnants of his own teammates to find a couple more nades to work with, but that nade's going to do 40 damage to them. Wicked from VSG comes from the side, knocks out Alpha 5, and Gen.G's now is going to be suffering from a little more damage, but Pio from afar, just I don't know from where, he's going to find a couple more bullets of himself. Zhao Yang landing into Pio as well, so third party on third party on third party. Pio now popping a nade up top of the hill, so that's going to chase off Wicked as he's down to a super low HP.
Yeah, so much flat stuff inside of here. Just the half pipe is a lot of the cover that's left in this circle. There's a few hills and dips here and there. As you can see, Zhao Yang trying to make sure Aguto isn't going to be a thorn in the side for them. Griffin's still alive. They've been quiet, but they're still here. 9 doing some damage to Pio. Somehow, well, with that level 3 gear that Pio picked up very early on in this one, definitely a big help for him, a big reason why he's able to make these aggressive moves on foot and stay alive even though he's taking damage. Infantry is going to set up around the crashed vehicles. And again, all eyes on Aguto, a little bit on the Tianba. Zhao Yang just spraying some shots, seeing if he can get anybody from Tianba to reveal their position. As Aguto throws up Molly, some other throwables coming in from Infantry. I think Aguto doesn't have much longer. As soon as these smokes run out, he's pretty much done.
And Infantry might even try to crash onto Tianba. In the meantime, Pio knocks out Foxy, Wicked knocks out Asura. So VSG's one member up as Foxy's knocked out. That's going to be Wicked. I don't know what more he could do. Can he even take the res back onto his own teammate? Big question. Z9 Max comes from the side, finds one knock, but Boliang is quick enough to react, and that's going to be Z9 Max knocked out. Boliang peeks out, finds the second knock for himself, and then Longsker taking the knock onto M200, and that should do the job for Tianba.
Yeah, they're about out. I don't know what Lorena has left. I mean, he's on the edge of the circle. All he has is a hay bale. He's going to have to get Infantry's eyes completely distracted, looking up towards Gen.G. Still 2 tap left for Griffin, who is prone on the edge of the circle, up on the hill, so nobody can really see him up on that plateau. Good positioning from 2 tap to at least survive for now, hoping he can outweight some of these other players. He's starting to move, though, and that's going to reveal enough of him for Infantry to see him. They don't finish him. Now Gen.G's getting involved. Okay, Boliang is able to finish off 2 tap. Zhao Yang taking some damage and dishing some damage into Gen.G. You can see all the boosts are going. Everything is ready to roll as we are getting ready for our final circle. It's going to end up on top of this hill, kind of out in the middle of no man's land.
I think Gen.G has a better position coming into the circle as they have the elevation advantage compared to Infantry, where they're still outside of it and still a lower part of it. But Infantry's just too accurate with those shots, doing tons of damage to all these players, wearing off those meds, which is very valuable coming to the late game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a slight positional advantage here for Gen.G, but Infantry right now looks to be landing all their stuff. And there you go. The Lorena nowhere, no how. He goes down in 3rd place, and it is a 4v4 against 2 juggernauts. Korea's Gen.G versus Infantry's China. The opening shots coming through. Pio taking some damage. Aqua 5 is going to finish off Zhao Yang. So now it is a 4v3. Loki's going to relocate. He is going to be your flanker, as he is one of the best in the world at doing this. Getting up on top of the hill behind Infantry. Great positioning from Loki.
But Infantry has the guns out there as well. Pio's going to find the great headshot as Infantry was unaware. Boliang knocked out. 2 versus 4. 9 and Longsker. Longsker taking a bunch of damage from Loki. And that opens up the gate for Gen.G to even spread out further and wrap around and just basically toast out Infantry here. 9 is being able to pop off the medkit, and Boliang burns out to the blue, and he gets knocked up by Aqua 5 easily.
Yeah, this looks to be Gen.G's game. The walls are closing in. The blue is on top of Infantry. Somehow Longsker's still alive. He gets the knock onto Loki. Don't count him out yet. This guy, the best player in China, looking to see if he can get this miraculous 1v4. Although the blue is here, I don't know if he's going to try to fight it out. Here comes the molly and the push from Gen.G. They want this point, and they're going to get it. Pio finishes it. Gen.G gets a big, big win. These guys, you can't hold them down for long, and you do not, if you're any other team that's above them, you do not want to see them getting a win here.
Gen.G desperately needed this win and the kill points as they were sitting with just mere 60 or 50, I believe. And for any points that they recoup, it really puts them a chance to make it up to like top 4, top 3 even, and show that they're alive.
Stack my mind or die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.